Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let me clear my throat. Here we are, week nine, let's see, five, four, week nine. Anyway, welcome back to the Savers Club. I'll try to make this short, but I think I'm at a crossroads, you know, when it comes to, saving money. Let me stop saying, but anyway, let's talk a little bit about security, securing your money. Sometimes you get to a point where your money starts to add up and you have a little bit of stashed away. And sometimes you have to move the location or figure out something else or, put your money in a different spot or, be careful where you let people have it. Maybe folks, want to try to get at what you got. So I think moving forward, as my money piles up, I will probably won't be showing too much of it on camera and stuff like that. I won't, go crazy or whatnot. I do have the money for the week. I do have it. I have it here, but I'm not gonna have the big container and whatnot. You'd have to move spots, switch it up, and do it differently. But I do have the money. I do have my $11, to put in there, and I encourage you folks to have the money and whatnot as well. I have to be mindful of the fact that people watch and do all that stuff. Sarah Elizabeth, appreciate you. Creative Spirit, appreciate you for coming through. So it does come to a point of being smart, about what you do with your money. Sometimes you have to do it a little bit sooner. So one of the things I was gonna wait to the end to tell you about is about putting your money in the bank. Once you get a certain amount, a sizable amount of money, that's one of the options that you can do. I'll talk about what the other options are once I get to the end with all the money. And I think I'll show all the money towards the end. Lulu, love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. But I tell people to be secure, be mindful of when you save money and you put money to the side that you have it in a secure place, that you don't let people know where your money is and what you're doing with it and whatnot. Because you do have people, who may not be the most honest, or folks who may try to get you for your money, or who may put you in a bind, or whatever the case may be. Tasty Mafia, good morning to you as well. But for the most part, that's that situation. But I still encourage people to save money and put money to the side, because you never know what you're going to need the money for. But like I said, I would say vlog, this live stream, as far as week nine, is more so about securing your money. So I do have my money, which I've shown you on camera. I'm not going to keep showing you on camera, and I'm not going to have the big container and do all that stuff. I'm not going to entice people, with a whole bunch of money. I'm not going to let you know where the money is, if whatnot is in this location or not. So from now on, when I move forward, unless I'm to the end, I'm going to show you in the end, basically what I'm doing. And that's just because of safety, safety reasons, legal reasons. You just try to, maintain and put it out there that, okay, this is how I do it. This is what you can do. You don't need to see all the money in the vault. You don't need to see all the money that's being stashed, all the money that's being put to the side. And then, it does go back to a principle, never let people know how much dough you hold, because the cheddar breed jealousy and envy. That's a line from the rapper Big. So when you saving money, I think it's important to never really let nobody know how much you have. June, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. This is just me. For those folks that haven't heard about this, this is just about me, talking about saving money and whatnot, the different things that you need to be concerned about and worry about and whatnot. And then you got to make sure when you are saving money and when you are putting stuff to the side, especially in your home or, a place of work or wherever you may be, that you have people around you that you can trust. That's just what it is. What's going on? Wawawia. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for dropping a like. Eagle VP. It's been a while. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming through. But like I said, there's different ways to secure your money when you're saving money, especially if you don't want to go to a bank. There's safes and stuff that you can get. But you also have to be oh, Wawawia. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. There's different ways to secure your money if you don't want to take it to a bank. I encourage people, when you're saving money, when you're putting money to the side and it starts to add up and you get a sizable amount, to secure your money and to do something for your safety. It is important to put your money in the bank. And I've reached a crossroads about what I will do with the money that I have, whether I start putting it in the bank now or wait till a little bit later, because you don't want to have it out there that you have, hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars just sitting around your house, even somebody like me being on social media. So if I did have thousands of dollars in my house, that's not something I would want out there and broadcast. So for safety reasons, or to be smart, I would have to be careful, about how I put stuff together and what I'm doing and what I'm saying. So like I said, I don't have any big money in my house and whatnot. What's going on, Menunez? Appreciate you for coming through. So I tell people just be careful about letting folks know how much dough you have, how much money you have. So if you are saving money, see, I'm doing this online. No, you soon enough have enough fair to go to see on the UK. Well, yeah, Eagle. Once everything is worked out, I will come out to the UK. I will be able to check you out. Well, I'm working out some things, but who knows? That'll definitely happen. But for this conversation right now, I'll tell people just be careful when you are saving money. When you are putting stuff to the side, be careful not to really get into that. I'm talking to you about this because I'm trying to encourage people to save money and do stuff like that. But I would tell people don't, put it online. Don't let people know where you're holding your money or whatnot. Don't, especially if it becomes a sizable amount. So once you reach a crossroads, once you reach a crossroads where you start to have hundreds of dollars, or you're gonna get to hundreds of dollars, or you're gonna get to thousands of dollars, you got to be really careful and really selective about what you tell people what you're doing, because when it comes to money, people get estranged for a piece of change, and you got to really be careful. You really have to understand that, there's a lot of desperate people out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that will do something to you because they think you got a lot of money or they think you got something going on. There's people who look at me. I could be dressed like the maintenance man. I could be dressed bummy. I could be walking down the street minding my business, not doing anything, and people think I'm, Scrooge McDuck, or I got a whole bunch of money, I'm Daddy Warbucks or something like that. So, you got to be careful and mindful, and then sometimes, people may, you know, um, put you in a situation where you're fearful for your life and stuff like that. So I say be smart, be wise with your money. Once you get a certain amount of money, a couple $100s and stuff like that, put it in a bank, or get you a safe or change the location. Sorry, it's buffering over there. I'm not going to be too long on here. But the point is about this is that, like I said, moving forward, I won't be showing a whole bunch of money on camera. I'll show just maybe the money that I have in my hand, and then I'll take it to whatever location that I'm going to put the money in, and then in the end I'll show you all the money that I accumulated over time. So for this month though, it's still $11. It's still $11. Until we get to March, and March is $10. A week for the month and stuff like that. So I encourage people, and one of the things that I said to folks, how I save money and how I put it together is this, just to recap for those folks that wasn't here last week. Look, I'm looking at it like a fixed income. So let's say I make a certain amount. Let's say I make $1,000 a week, right? Thank you, Lulu. I appreciate that. Let's say I make $1,000 a week. What I'll do is I'll take the $1,000 and I'll first divide it up as far as I have to put aside enough money for rent. I have to put enough money for my cell phone bills, for my cable bill, and whatever food and expenses that I do. But what I don't do is I don't try to pay, all my bills with one check. I'll take half of the rent money that I need from that one check, half of the phone bill, half of my what you call a cable bill or whatever other expenses, and I'll put that to the side, which leaves me more money to actually do some things with. That leaves me more money to save with. So I'll take a portion of that. Let's say it was $10. Let's say it was $20. I'll take a portion of that and I'll save it. Either I'll put it in the bank. What's going on, Love Diary? Either I'll put it in the bank, either I'll put it in a secure location somewhere, in somebody else's house, my house, wherever it was, but I wouldn't tell anybody. So you don't really have to tell anybody where you put your money. So that's just one of those things. And like I said, I tell people just be smart about how you save your money. Be careful who you tell about what you're doing with your money, because there's always somebody watching, there's always somebody paying attention. And then, like I said, you do have desperate people out there in the world, so you want to be careful when you're saving your money to be smart, to be secure, not to put yourself or your family in jeopardy because, you're trying to, get a little piece of change or, move and improve yourself and move forward, because, like I said, jealousy breeds contempt. So, it happens. Sometimes people, just want you to be miserable with them. Sometimes people can't stand to see you get ahead. Sometimes it is a crab in a barrel mentality. They see you, getting up and moving on and then just pull you back down. So, those are just some things to think about, when it comes to saving money and putting stuff together and whatnot. Just be careful how much you show out there, especially here on social media. I don't want anybody to think they're going to come through and bust through my door and rob me and whatnot. But, I do worry about the safety of myself, my family, and I do have to be aware of the perception and things that I put out there, even though I know I'm safe, even though I know, you know, I handle myself a certain way. I have to be mindful that there's other people that are, So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.